Hey, I'm Matt Foley. I'm auditioning for the film Still Life out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Hey, Matt. And what's your favorite film?
My favorite film, I kind of go through phases. Like I have a few films that got me into acting, like that made me want to do acting, and those would be There Will Be Blood, Taxi Driver, and King of Comedy. But like the movie right now that I'm really obsessed with is called Phantom of the Paradise. It's a Brian De Palma film. I forget from what year. I want to say like 1982, and like it's like this rock opera horror musical. It's really fun and it's really cool. I highly recommend it.
So what genres in general do you like in film?
I love horror. Like that's definitely my favorite. I think horror, like a well executed horror film, is really hard to do. And I think films like Halloween and like Nightmare on Elm Street, like those are movies I grew up with because my mom showed them to me pretty young. And Suspiria, I think Suspiria may be my favorite movie ever. Actually, Suspiria I think is one of the greatest things ever. The use of color, the use of score, I think it's so brilliant. I love horror and I love a good crime thriller too, like Usual Suspects or Cape Fear. I guess is kind of one. You can even say that's horror, I guess, but like stuff like that. Like I love suspense, any type of suspense.
So what are some of your other hobbies or interests?
Well, I love just like going to the movies and seeing whatever, like whether I think it's gonna be good or bad. Like I love just going to the movies, but like outside of artistic ventures, I do love martial arts, like karate. I did that for 13 years. I don't do it at a dojo anymore because of school, but I do still do it recreationally. I also do CrossFit. Like I love being active. I know CrossFit has a bit of a stigma, but I think it's so much fun. And like hiking, playing lacrosse outside, like anything outdoors for sure. Like I love being outside.
And finally, aside from those films, what got you into acting?
I got into acting because I just was going through a bit of a hard time at home. Like my family fought a lot, and I had friends, but I felt very lonely all the time. And I started watching a lot of movies at night to kind of like get away from it all. And like I said earlier, those three movies, King of Comedy, Taxi Driver, and There Will Be Blood, those are three performances by two of my favorite actors ever that made me forget everything and like really made me like let go and be absorbed into like that world. And I remember just thinking like I want to do that for somebody. Like I want to be the one to like help them like forget for a little while, you know? Delivering you as a bait of captives to a nation that won you without blows. Hating for you the city, thus I turn my back. There is a world elsewhere.
Thanks, Matt. Can you go ahead and have a seat in that chair behind you?
Yeah.
We just have a couple questions to try to get to know you better, okay?
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Where do you live?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
And who is your biggest inspiration in life?
Wow, I guess I've always been a fan of Martin Luther King.
And why do you say that?
It's just a message of peace and compromise. And I don't know, I think he did a lot with anger. I think he learned how to channel anger in a positive way, and I really respect that about him.
Awesome. Well, Matt, what do you want to be in 10 years?
I want to be a movie star. I want to have the whole, I want to live out in the hills. I want to do it all. I want to be a star.
Okay. Well, that sounds great because we have an awesome role that we're considering you for, but we'd like to see one more monologue. Our hero here is kind of a tragic type, kind of a romantic character. Can you show us something a little more contemporary?
Yeah, yes, definitely. This is Annie Baker's The Aliens. Let's see. I had my first kiss when I was 14. Yeah, it was with this 16-year-old chick at an Allman Brothers show, and I was like totally tweaked out just to like even kiss her, But then she tried to give me a porta potty blowjob, and my little like hairless dick couldn't get it up, and I was really embarrassed. And well, then I dated this younger girl in high school. She was a sophomore, I was a senior, and I don't know. I think I kind of fucked with her head. We had like sex or whatever, and you know, I'm just not so sure she was ready. And then I cheated on her with this fucking girl I met at chess championship, and we had like mind-blowing sex or whatever. You know, me and the chess girl. But then I made the mistake of like coming home and telling her, and when I told her, she just like crumpled into this little. What the fuck? What's the big idea? And well, needless to say, I don't plan on being in a threesome anytime soon.
Thank you, Matt. Can you have a seat in that chair behind you? We just have a couple questions we'd like to ask you just to get to know you a little better.
Yeah, of course.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Where are you from?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
And who is your favorite playwright?
Probably Steve Martin. I mean, I think he's really funny. I think he's a great comedian. I know him more for like his like comedy really than anything else. Like The Jerk, like that movie The Jerk. Like that's like why I wanted to do comedy, was that movie.
Interesting. So what is your dream?
I mean, I really look up to people like Steve Martin and Robin Williams, you know? Guys who kind of were able to take like a great sadness and like bring a joy to the world through it. And like that's why I wanted
Great.
to do.
Could you go ahead and light that candle to your left?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we have a role that we'd maybe like to see you in, but we're just not quite sure. We need one more monologue or performance if you have something prepared.
Yeah, I have another bit I could do.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
It's brand new. I'd really love to work it out with you. Okay. Anytime?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
So, I'm in this long-term relationship, right? And I love this girl to death, but she has this really weird habit where she argues with herself. Like she'll play arguments out in her head, you know what I mean? And that's pretty normal. A lot of people do that, like talk to yourself. But sometimes I can tell that she's losing the fight that she's imagining. like she's having an argument with someone about leaving the toilet seat up, and she'll actually be losing that argument. Like, no,
Oh, great. Thank you. Yes, that was awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to show us?
I mean, I could maybe like think of something on the fly, like improv or something. I don't really have a monologue or anything like prepared. Like I know this improv game, where basically it's like, okay, so like if you give me a word, I can like take that word and like then I have to make like a whole story based on